पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we are studying on the first text, first shloka of the nectar of instructions. So sorry. Anybody wants to recite the shloka? Please raise your hands. 3 people, we can recite the shloka. Very simple, very sweet shloka and very important shloka. Yes, Kripamai Mataji, you may read. Only the shloka.
Mataji, only shloka.
Only shloka, yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam eva vegam udaropasa vegam etan vegam ya visheta dira sartam apin pritivam cha sitta.
You can repeat it once again, Mataji, after me. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam.
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam.
Jivha vegam udaropastha vegam.
Jivva vegam udarapastha vegam.
Etan veganyo vishaheta dhira.
Etan vegayo visaheta dhira.
Sarvam api mam prithvim sasishyat.
Sarvam api mam prithvim sasishyat.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Chandra Rekha Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shall I recite
the
this
shloka? Yeah,
yes.
Recite it.
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam jihva vegam udaropastha vegam yetan vegan yo vishahet dhira sarvam apimam prithvim cha shishyat.
Thank you, Mataji. One more, anybody? Padma Mataji, you can recite. And also read the translation, Mataji, later.
Yeah, okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam krodha vegam jiva vegam adaropastha vegam etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira sarvam api man prithivim sashishyat. Translation Srila Prabhupada. A sober person who can tolerate the urge of speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
So this shloka says, Rupa Goswami is telling us that Vacho Vegam. Vacha means the urge to speak. Veg means what we saw? It is an urge, something which cannot be controlled. Desire and urges are two different things. We had last time when I took the session, I told you the difference that desire that can be fulfilled later also. Sometimes later, I have a desire to do something that it will be get fulfilled in the near future. But vague is what that has to be. We want to do that thing just now, right now. That is the vague. So when something vacho vegam, it comes like whenever we get an opportunity to speak, we just want to speak it out. That is the vague. If I ask you one shloka in the context of reading, if some statement is there and I ask you what is the reference of this shloka from Bhagavad Gita, and you know the shloka. So even without waiting or without raising hands or without, getting the opportunity to speak, we immediately speak out that shloka to tell that, yes, I know it. That is a good sign. That is not a bad sign, but that is the vague. I'm just giving the example of a vague that when we know something, we want to speak something, we have to speak it. That is the vague. Okay, so that is vacho vegam. Manasa vegam. Manasa means the mind. How yeah, the mind is uncontrollable. So the vague, the vague, the desire to speak, fulfill the mind's demands. Krodh, anger. Jivva vegam, taste. Udar and upastha. Udar means stomach, upastha means genitals. So the vegas of all these things, the urges of all these different senses, the person who can control this, he is a sober person. He is a person who is eligible to, make spiritual advancement. He is the person eligible to make even disciples in the line of disciplic succession. So that is now we have already completed the vacho vegam, manasa, krodha vegam, three vegams we have, vegas, three urges we have completed from the point of view of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentary. So now we are going to read today about the the urges of the tongue and the belly, what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wants to explain to us, what is to tell us. So let us go to that point. Yeah. So last time we have finished till this. The frustration of material desires produces anger. Now we have to read from this point. So yes, are these hands raised for reading? Anybody else who has not recited the shloka and want to read? Now Kishori Mataji, would you like to read? Now Kishori Mataji, are you there? Okay, maybe Krishnamurti Prabhuji, do you want to read one paragraph?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Acharya, from where I have to, as per as
You have to read from here, Prabhuji. Similarly, the demands of the body can be divided.
okay, Mataji.
Yes, read, Prabhuji. Should I mark it?
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry to disturb. Which shloka is this?
This is the first shloka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, nectar of instruction, first shloka.
First shloka. Okay.
Yeah. So after Krishnamurti Prabhuji, you can read a little bit, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
I'm searching in the iPad. That is the reason I asked.
Yeah, Mataji. Yeah, you have to just scroll down near about this particular shloka, Sharira Vidya Jal.
Sharira
When
Vidya,
you
yeah.
find this text, then it is easy to find where we are.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, shall I read?
Yes, Prabhuji, please read.
Similarly, the demigods of the body.
Demands.
Mataji?
Demands of the body.
Okay, sorry. Similarly, the demands of the body can be divided into three categories. The demands of the tongue, the belly, and the genitals. One may observe that these three senses are physically situated in a straight line as far as the body is concerned, and that the bodily demands begin with the tongue. If one can restrain the demands of the tongue by limiting the activities to the eating of prasada, the urges of the belly and the genitals can automatically be controlled. In this connection, Srila Prabhupada Thakura says,
Bhakti Vinod Thakur says.
Okay, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says. Shall I recite that Mataji
Yes.
sloka?
Sharira Vidya Jal Jadendriya Tahe Kal जीवे फेले विषय सागरे तार मध्ये जीवाती लोभ माया सुधर्मती ताके जेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ा दयामय कौरी बारे जीव जाय स्वप्रसाद अन्न दिलो भाई सही अमृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमी डाको श्री चैतन्य निताय. And then we say Jai Nimai Jai Nitai. So where do we say this? When
Before
do we
honoring Prashad.
Value
before
Prashad.
honoring our Prashad? We always say this. So this is such an important part what we are going to read today. Yeah. Yes, you can read this translation and then stop Prabhuji. Oh Lord.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Oh Lord, this material body is a lump of ignorance, and the senses are Mataji.
Yes.
And the senses are a network of paths leading to death. Somehow or other, we have fallen into the ocean of material sense enjoyment. End of all these senses, the tongue is the most voracious and uncontrollable. It is very difficult to conquer the tongue in this world. But you, dear Krishna, are very kind to us. You have sent this nice prasada to help us conquer the tongue. Therefore, let us take this prasada to our full satisfaction and glorify your Lordship. Sri Radha and Krishna, and in love call for the help of Lord Chaitanya and Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So yes, now it's very important section of the and very difficult urge, right? It is of eating. So Srila Prabhupada is telling us, actually Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is also telling us that this three senses, the tongue, the belly and the genitals, they lie in the straight line. Okay, so they have a very connected effect to each other. And what is that connection? That whatever goes from the tongue, it goes into the belly. So first of all, let us discuss about these two senses. The tongue used for tasting, now not for speaking out, but for tasting. So tasting, the tongue, the tasting of food through tongue, and the urge of the belly also. So we are going to discuss both together actually, because they are somehow interconnected. We will read about the belly also, but we will discuss them together right now. So what happens is that this, when we talk about the entering of the food from our mouth, so our jivva, our tongue, it is used for tasting. It is related to the taste factor of the food, whatever is going in. And the belly, the stomach, it is related with the quantity of food that goes in. Right? So we see some people eat very less. Why? They want to maintain their figure. They want to maintain their health. Maybe they are not devotees. Maybe they are not following Krishna consciousness. Maybe they are not eating prasad. But still they are eating very little, or they eat the selective food. I will eat this, I will not eat this, and so on. So they are doing this for maintaining of their health, maintaining of their figure, maintaining of their looks, maybe, because the entire world, this material world, is working on the looks more than anything else. Devotional factor somehow is missing in this material world. So when the people, or when any person who is wanting to eat, there is a desire to eat, right? So have we noticed, or most of us must have tried also, that when we are doing some sort of fasting for the sake of maintaining the body, I am on diet, I am on diet. My dietitian, I have my own personal dietitian, and I'm following the diet given by that particular dietitian. So how many days can a person follow that? Yes, initially they follow it with lot of eagerness, enthusiasm, and slowly after, maybe somebody give it up only after 1 week. Some person may give it up maybe after a month. Some person may give it up maybe after 6 months. But following that particular diet for the entire life, eating non-tasty food, eating food without salt, or no, without spices, it's really very difficult to go on for our entire life, because there is the urge to eat through the tongue, and tongue tells us, I want taste. Right? So I had heard one lecture from His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, where he very nicely explains the two factors which control this desire, or which cannot be handled. And the desire is so strong that the desires are really, their desires are actually irresistible and insatiable. So what do you mean by irresistible? Irresistible means you cannot say no to the desire. So when you want to eat tasty food, if suppose somebody likes pani puri very much, and that pani puri is there in front of him, and he is a person is on diet, that smell is going through the nose, and he says, okay, I'll just taste little bit. So he eats it through his mouth, goes into the mouth, and the delicious pani puri, it increases the taste buds. It activates the taste buds. And what happens? This person tries to eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 plate, 2 plate. He cannot say no to that incoming pani puri, because this urge of eating tasty food, it gets activated. Correct? So that these desires of eating, first it is irresistible. And second, he says that it is insatiable. Insatiable means what? We cannot get satisfied. Yeah, just as I said, that eating, we say sometimes, okay, now I am satisfied. So it is related to the belly. Irresistible is related to the tongue. And is insatiable is related to the belly. So both of this, tongue and belly, they will cooperate with each other in so much that we tend to eat more and more of the food. So what is the solution to this? So the solution here, Prabhupada ji gives in this, in the purport itself, he says, if one can restrain the demands of the tongue by limiting the activities to eating prasad, then the urges of the belly and later the urges of the genitals can automatically be controlled. Yeah. So what does he say? Okay, then you want to eat prasad. So that what happens? Your belly will be satisfied, your tongue will be satisfied. Ultimately, there will be control on the genitals also. But the very important point is that, why do we eat prasad? I'll just close this for some time so that I want to see you all. Yeah, if possible, please put on your videos also. Let us discuss it very interactively. So what happens when we eat prasad? Why do we eat prasad? Why should we offer food to Krishna and then only eat? Can I get some answer for this?
Only then it will get purified.
Only then the food will get purified. What will happen when the food is purified?
When we take it, even we will have that purification and we can advance in bhakti movement.
Yeah, very good. We will also get purified and we can advance. All the, the Rajoguna and Tamoguna thoughts will go away. We will be in a sattvic mood. Yeah, and it will help us to progress in our bhakti. It will help us to do our regular devotional activities nicely. It will take us one step ahead to Krishna. This is all what we know philosophically, right? We have heard it so many times. This is the belief. Yeah.
Our thinking will also change, no, Mataji?
Our thinking will also change. Yes, yes. So we know this, all these things. Is it wrong? Any of these statements is wrong? Yes, Sudha Mataji, you also want to add something?
No, Mataji, that's what, because then once we have this prasad, no, then we will not have that urge to have anything from outside, or we will be satisfied with whatever we eat, Mataji, like offering it to Lord and then eating.
Correct, correct. So all these factors are correct. All these reasons are correct. That is why we should eat prasad. And also one more important point that we are missing here is that Krishna and Krishna's prasad are non-different. Is it correct? Yeah. Krishna is non-different from Krishna prasad. So when we are eating Krishna prasad, that means it is as good as we are completely interacting with Krishna. But there is a very big but in this. A very big but is that if this prasad we are eating with full consciousness of Krishna, like means when the prasadam plate comes in front of us and we think this is all mercy of Krishna what I am getting, whatever is the taste, whatever maybe that cook has made something wrong in this, there is no salt, extra sugar, whatever it is, but it is all mercy of Krishna. Krishna has already tasted this, and now I am going to honor this prasad so that all these benefits, what we talked about it right now, those all I will get those benefits. If this is the consciousness every time, not once, not the first time when you eat prasad, every time you are taking milk, you're taking breakfast, you're taking lunch, you're taking snacks, you're taking dinner, whatever you are eating, every time, if this thought is there in our mind, that what I'm eating Krishna Prasad. This is the mercy of Krishna. Krishna is there in this food. If I eat this food, my consciousness will be enlivened. I will be more spiritual. I will do more devotional activities. All these thoughts, if it is coming, then it is going to benefit us. But we are hungry. Oh, I was supposed to eat at 12:30. Now it is 1 o'clock, 2 or 2:30. I'm still not getting the prasad. I'm late today by such a long time. I'm waiting for the food. And the food is coming in front of you and you are eating just to fill your belly. Because your belly is demanding, where is the food? Where is the food? Where is the food? Then what will happen? Will that effect of Krishna Prasad enter? Or only just some food will enter into our body? That is the question, right? So when we do not see Krishna in the prasad, this is all about the urges to eat and to satisfy the stomach, satisfy the belly. So if the food what we are eating, we are not thinking about Krishna, though it is, because it is prasad, unconsciously, in an unconscious state or level of mind, it is going to purify us. No matter. That is why we distribute prasad. The people to whom we distribute prasad, they may not know the glories of prasadam. They may not know that that is prasad itself. But subconsciously, they are also getting purified. Right? But subconsciously, we will also get purified. But consciously, there is no Krishna in our thoughts. We are not thinking about Krishna. And physically, what we are doing? We are eating it, overeating. And overeating will give us all the adverse effects, right? Similarly, now this is one aspect of any prasad, even if it is ISKCON khichdi. This is same thing is going to happen. Now consider that there is a very opulent feast. Yeah, Prabhupada appearance day is there. Janmashtami, next day of second day of Nandotsav is there. Next day of Janmashtami is there, and an opulent feast is there. Now consider, are we really thinking of Krishna in the food? All sorts of varieties. Your plate doesn't have space to take the next item which is going to come in the prasad. And we are thinking, wow, I want this every time. I want this every time. Right? Then what happens? Then at that time also, we are just eating food. Though it is prasad, still we are eating just food because we are not thinking about Krishna. And what if we get attached to such tasty food? If we are attached to such tasty food, then what is our situation? Can we just think about that? Means attached to every now and then. So every next day you go to the temple. Oh, again sambar and rice. What is this? Every Sunday they are serving sambar rice. There is no variety in the food at all. Every day sambar rice, sambar rice. That is what I eat at home also. No? Why do I need again sambar rice here? Why don't they prepare something nice? So are we again thinking of Krishna in that prasad? Or we are thinking about our taste? That is the question, right? So therefore, this shloka, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written, which we say before having our prasad, before honoring our prasad, which we most of the time again recite just out of our practice without even thinking what that shloka means. That is this important shloka, which henceforth now, if we were not thinking about what it means till today, from today at least we can think of what we are speaking, what shloka we are reciting before honoring that prasad. And what does it mean? So it means Sharira Avidya Jal. This material body is made of complete ignorance, avidya. It is a jal, it is a net, it is a bondage of avidya. Yeah, avidya is what? Ignorance. We are ignorant, very, very ignorant person. So you should remember that when I am talking this shloka, I am a very ignorant person. I am bound by all these material desires in this material world. Jodendriya tahe kal. Our indriya are jada. Jada means what? They are very heavy in the literal sense. But what does it mean? They are so stubborn. They are so dumb. This my all indriyas, all my senses are so stubborn that they do not know what to do. They are going attracted towards all different wrong things only. They are so stubborn. And that is why tahe kal, those indriyas are making me fall down. Maybe I'm performing all sinful actions. Huh? So what happens? Jive phele Vishay Sagar, and this jiva, this soul inside me, is drowning into this Vishaya Sagar, the material ocean. It is drowning because of these all senses. Right? Tar madhye jivati, who is the most culprit sense in my body? That is my tongue, jivati. Ati means the highest, most culprit sense is my jiva, is my tongue. Lobha Maya Sudharmit. It's very lusty. This tongue is so lusty that it wants to eat all sorts of nonsense food. Take jeta kathin samsara is because this material world is like that my tongue gets attracted to all the different nonsensical things. But we are now talking to Krishna. This all everything we are talking to Krishna only. What we are saying, this is all the situation. This is my situation right now. But Krishna bada dayamay. But Krishna, you are very merciful. Kari bare jivva jai. Swaprasad anna diloba. You have given me your own prasad. You have tasted all this food and you are giving that tasty food to me. Sahi annamrita khao, please, oh my soul. Now eat this prasad, which has come directly from Krishna. Radha Krishna Gunagao. Preme Dakha. Dakha means seen. Preme Dakha Sri Chaitanya Nitya. And look at the deities. Look at the think of Chaitanya and Nityananda with lots of love, with complete, with complete awe and reverence to Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, and thank them for providing us such sumptuous food. When we say these prayers in this prayerful mood, then we are remembering Krishna while eating that prasad. Then Krishna will appear in our heart. Then our soul, heart, body, genitals, or belly, everything will be purified. Then we are eating what we are eating. Actually, we are eating prasad and not just any normal food. So that is what we should always remember while eating prasad. Okay, let us read ahead. Yes, now Vishwari Mataji, will you read now?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Ha, yes, Prabhu. Who is speaking? I cannot hear.
Hare
Prabhuji, yes, please. Begin.
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Ha, Prabhuji, please.
Mataji, please recite the sloka again.
This one, Prabhuji.
Those two slokas.
This sloka? Sharira Vidya Jai, you are telling. Hari Bol. I can't get you, Prabhu. Do you want me to recite this shloka once again?
Yes, Mataji, that's what he wants.
Okay, but I think we cannot hear.
Mataji, I can hear now.
Okay. Yeah. So this shloka is Sharira Vidya Jal Jodendriya Tahe Kal Jive Fele Vishay Sagare Tar Madhye Jivati Lobh Maya Sudharmati Take Jeta Kathin Samsare Krishna Bada Dayamay Kari Bare Jiva Jai Swaprasad Anna Dilo Bhai Sai Annamrita Pao Shri Radha Krishna Guna Gao Preme Dakho Shri Chaitanya Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I can follow it. Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Prabhuji, we sing it every day. You should also say it before honoring in prasad.
I am not practicing this, so
Yeah.
I have to practice from
Yes,
today
Prabhu.
also.
Every
So
day,
that's why
before having every meal, you should recite this shloka. Then only you should, with your eyes closed, with your folded palms, with complete surrendering mood, you should say this prayer, and then only we should honor our prasad.
okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Now, Kishori Mataji, you can read this paragraph.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Thank you. There are 6 kinds of rasas, tastes, and if one is agitated by any one of them, he becomes controlled by the urges of the tongue. Some persons are attached to the eating of meat, fish, crabs, eggs, and other things produced by semen and products, but all for the
And
satisfaction.
blood and eaten in the
Sorry,
form
sorry,
of dead bodies. Above
yes,
line.
Mataji. Blood and eaten in the form of the dead bodies. Others are attracted by eating vegetables, creepers, spinach, or milk product, but all for but all for the satisfaction of the tongue's demands. Such eatings for self gratification, including the use of extra quantities of spices like chilies and tamarind, is to be given up by Krishna conscious persons. The use of pan, haritaki, betel nuts, various spices used in pan making tobacco, LSD, marijuana, opium, liquor, coffee, and tea is indulged in to fulfill illicit demand. If we can practice accepting only remnants of food offered to Krishna, it is possible to get free from Maya's victimization. Vegetables, grains, fruits, milk product, and water are proper food to offer to the Lord, as Lord Krishna himself prescribes. However, if one accepts prasada only because of its palatable taste and thus eats too much, he also falls prey to trying to satisfy the demand of the tongue. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us to avoid very palatable dishes even while eating prasada. If we offer palatable dishes to the deity with the intention of eating such nice food, we are involved in trying to satisfy the demand of the tongue. If we accept the invitation of a rich man with the idea of receiving palatable food, we are also trying to satisfy the demands of the tongue. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antelila 6.227, 227, it is stated, जीवरलाल से यही इति युक्तिधाया शिष्णोधारा पारायण Krishna nahi paya. That person who runs here and there seeking to gratify his palate and who is always attached to the desire of his stomach and genitals is unable to attain Krishna. As
Okay,
stated
Mataji, will stop here for 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you so
Krishna.
much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Namaskar.
So very important points are mentioned here. First of all, I've marked it here. If you can see the highlight. Can you also see the highlight?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, because I'm doing it for the first time, so I don't know whether you can see it. Okay, so including the use of extra quantities of spices like chili and tamarind is to be given up by Krishna conscious person. Daily usage of extra spices, बहुत तीखा, very spicy, very oily, yeah, very even very sweet. Eating too much of sweet. So everything, every taste in an extra quantity. Tamarind means extra sour. So extra spicy, extra sour, extra sweet, extra oily, extra buttery, extra bitter. All these things should be given up because these are all just the demands of the tongue. That is why when we say sattvic food, what does sattvic food means? Very normal taste, very, not so opulent taste. Why this is to be maintained? So that it is called a sattvic food, so that it can maintain us, it can keep us in the sattva guna, at least in the sattva guna. If we cannot cross sattva guna, at least we should keep ourselves in sattva guna. Very, very spicy, very extra, flavored food takes us into rajaguna. We become very passionate. We become very active. Active in what? Not active in devotion, not active in bhakti. We become very active in our all material desires and material things. Then all what we are trying by doing, calming our mind through japa, by reading Prabhupada books, by meditation, by offering some services in the temple, by serving the Lord at home, all these efforts will go in vain if we are not having control on our tongue. That is why we have to keep balance in our diet also. Okay. So that one more point was mentioned here. If we can practice accepting only remnants of food offered to Krishna, it is possible to get free from Maya's victimization. So very important that we have to offer the food to Krishna and eat only Krishna Prasad. That we are already following. If we offer palatable dishes to the deity with the intention of eating such nice food, we are involved in trying to satisfy the demands of the tongue. Many times we say, oh, my kids like, chole bhature very much. So I'm going to make chole bhature tomorrow. So if it is for your kids, it is for you. It is for you are what you like. Yeah, if every day you are offering Krishna also only that food which you like, and you never bring those vegetables which you don't like, then also it is not good because Krishna likes all the tastes, right? So if you don't like, Karela, bitter gourd, and you don't offer Karela anytime to Krishna, but that is also a type of taste. So someday, you have to manage with that also. So if you don't like palak and you're not offering palak at all to Krishna, it is because you don't like it. So that is all you are satisfying the demands of your tongue, and you're not at all thinking of Krishna, of making cooking food for Krishna, offering the food to Krishna. So here in Chaitanya Chaitamrita, this very nice verse comes. Jivere lalase yei iti iti dhoye. Iti dhaya means we're running here and there. Lalasa, the demands of the tongue are like that. We are searching, where can I get this food? Where can I get that food? Shishnodara parayana, Krishna nahi paye. Those who are just running to satisfy, Shishna Udar means what? The genitals and the stomach. Right? So Shishna and Udara. So when you are just running to satisfy the demands of the tongue, belly, and genitals, then Krishna nahi paye. Then you cannot get the mercy of Krishna, because whatever activities we are performing, that should be done for the pleasure of Krishna. That should be performed for the sake of Krishna, not for satisfying our senses. That is what it is the meaning of here. Okay, let us read ahead.
Mataji, one thing I want to ask you. They say the pan.
Pan.
We can offer pan to Krishna because even in Vrindavan, pan is offered. No,
We can
Mataji?
offer pan to Krishna and we can eat that offering of Krishna just as a bit to just have honor the prasad of Krishna.
Yeah, then what do we do the balance?
That is we should distribute that prasad, Mataji. Distribute it
Okay.
all. Yeah. If you are
Okay.
even if you are eating that entire pan also, this is my understanding. Okay, I have never asked this question to anybody, but this is my understanding. That is this personally I'm speaking. I have not heard it anywhere. Even if you are
Mataji.
eating that entire pan, but again, if you are consciously thinking that this is Krishna Prasad and that is why it should not go waste and I have to eat it, that is good. You can eat. But every day, because you want to eat pan, you are habitually of eating supari, betel nuts, pan. Huh?
No, without sopari,
No,
without
I'm
tuna
saying,
and all that.
no, I'm saying, if you, no, even if you're making it very delicious, it doesn't matter, Mataji. Huh?
Yeah.
But if you're every day you are offering it to Krishna because that is your habit to eat, no? People have habit to eat after having lunch.
Yeah, that's bad.
Then again, it is you are satisfying your own senses. You're not satisfying Krishna. Right? Because you want to offer, see, all the gopis used to offer, let me also offer it someday. I'll offer it once to Krishna. That is okay. Don't make it a habit because you want to eat it. That is that is the point, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Thank
let
you.
us go ahead. Hare Krishna. Yeah, who will read now? Please raise your hands. I have not seen somebody. Somebody who has not read. Shobha Mataji, you want to read? Shobha Mataji from Chennai. Are you in office? Okay, somebody has raised hand.
Can I read, Mataji?
Okay. Who is this? Sudha Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Please read from as stated before.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. As stated before, the tongue, belly, and genitals, they are all situated in a straight line and they fall in the same category. Lord Chaitanya has said, Bhala na khaibe ara bala na paribe. Do not dress luxuriously and do not eat delicious foodstuffs. CC Antya 6.236. Those who suffer from diseases of the stomach must be unable to control the urges of the belly, at least according to this analysis. When we desire to eat more than necessary, we automatically create many inconveniences in life. However, if we observe fasting days like Ekadashi and Janmashtami, we can restrain the demands of the belly. As should I continue, Mataji?
No, Mataji. Next is about the genitals. We'll take it
Okay,
later.
okay. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
so this is also very important point. 2 points important over here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells this. Bhala na khaibe ara, bhala na paribe. Later also this shloka comes, which we will see in the next session. So here it comes. Bhala na khaibe ara, bhala na paribe. Hridayate Radha Krishna sarvada sevide. This is the complete shloka. Okay, so what is that? Bhala means don't eat very opulent food. Bhala na khaibe. Bhala means very opulent. And bhala na paribe. Don't wear very opulent dresses. Okay, means your desire should not be that when I go to the temple, instead of looking at Radha Krishna, everybody should look at me, how well dressed I am. So many ornaments I've put, so many, all makeup items I've put on my face. This should not be our intention. Our intention must be to just go and get the darshan of Krishna. Not that the people in general are just saying, wow, Mataji, you're looking so beautiful today. This should not be our intention. Okay. So, and why this should not be our intention? Even if that is not the intention, but we are used to dressing very heavily. What happens? Our ego automatically rises. Even if we do not want others to see at us and do it, but internally, our the dasanubhava that goes off from our body if we are staying very opulently. Yeah, so we know how are the devotees of the Lord. How is a das, a sevak, a maid? How does a maid say? Does she wear more opulent? Can she wear? Basically, that is because they can't afford also physically, materially, if we see. But what is there is one king and one maid of a king. So who will look more opulent? The king will look more opulent rather than the maid. Similarly, when we are in this devotional path, who is the king? Krishna is the king. And we should not desire to, get above Krishna. Our level should be like our bhava, our intention should be to always serve in the mood of dasanudasa. And to keep that mood because we are always, bound by this Maya Devi. We all know that. So if we desire to dress very opulently, immediately our mind is taken controlled by the Maya Devi again. So somehow or the other, we lose our track of devotion. We tend to go out of the way. Instead of going towards Krishna, gradually we will take a U-turn and go towards Maya. And not to have this effect, what we should do is that we should eat very sattvic food, normal food, and also we should get dressed very, soberly. A very sober dressing we should do. There is one more factor here about dressing is that once I had asked this question to my senior mentors, so they had asked me, Mataji, this is okay that we should be in this mood, but we should not be, clumsy. We should not be like, it is told not to wear nice dresses, and also we go anyhow, we are not taking care of our sari stone. Some people try to show that they are so much, out of this material world. So they'll not take care of the clothes properly. They'll not take care of their hair is not well dressed, well brushed. They'll go like that only. So this we should avoid. Why? Because just as we go, someday if we see that Krishna is not dressed well, okay, he's not very well decorated, there are no flowers on Krishna, his dhoti is not managed properly, will we enjoy darshan of Krishna? We'll feel, oh, sorry for Krishna, oh, what is this? Who has done this today for him? Right? Similarly, if we go in a tattered state in front of Krishna, Krishna will be very unhappy to see us. Just as we feel happiness to see Krishna, Krishna should also feel happy to see us. Right? So though we should not dress very opulently, but we should always be dressed very neatly. We should keep ourselves very clean. We should dress very clean. We should have very nicely, means combed our hair, worn the clothes properly in a proper attire. Many times we see, even I'm talking about Prabhujis also, that is observed that the Prabhujis also, they do not take care, even their Matajis maybe, they're not taking care of Prabhujis dressing. Their dhotis are not properly washed. They're turning very yellow and they're not toxic. This all should be avoided. Why? Because Krishna should also enjoy our company. When we go to take darshan, Krishna should also feel very happy. Oh, now today I can see all my devotees are so nice, nicely dressed, nicely presentable, and they are so in a happy mood. Yeah, if we dress properly, our mood will also be happy. Yeah, if we are not dressed properly, we will feel very morose. So we should always go in a happy mood to see Krishna. So though it should not be very opulent dressing, but we should always be very clean and neatly dressed. Okay, so we should take care of that. And the second point here comes, yes.
Mataji, in connection to this, many senior devotees have said, when there are festivals, you must dress nicely and come.
Yeah, because it is Krishna's birthday, no? Your son is going for a birthday party of somebody, and that your son is going just like in the tattered clothes. That person will also feel, oh, for my birthday, he's purposely coming like this.
So that's okay, no, for a festival to dress nicely.
You can wear nice silk saris and go. You can get well dressed. Not to do any competition with the other Matajis, Mataji.
No, not like that. What
No,
they say,
I'm just telling that if the intention is that I should be dressed more nicely than this other Mataji, then that becomes.
Yes. Yeah,
But
I
yes,
understand.
it's Krishna's birthday. You should nicely go dressed, go well prepared, well nicely, so that Krishna is also happy. Everybody is in such a glorious mood today for my birthday. He also should feel like that. It's
Even
good.
other big festivals, Mataji, they say you should don't come simple, dress nicely and come for festivals. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's what. You should go nicely dressed, but you don't make yourself so opulent that everybody's
No,
like that. Like that.
Yeah,
You should always take care of your appearance when you go to the temple. Okay. Yeah. And the second point over here, which is mentioned, is about fasting. Yeah. Fasting up in the on the days of Janmashtami, fasting on Ekadashis and all these points. Okay. We can restrain the demands of the belly because there are again some factors. After this, I will conclude for today's session. So fasting, we should do or we should not do. Yes, we have to do fasting. Why should we do fasting? What is the reason of performing Ekadashi every monthly twice? I mean, why do we follow Ekadashi?
To give Krishna pleasure.
Give Krishna pleasure. Okay. Anybody else?
So that our time is not wasted in cooking and all, Mataji. We can allot our time for giving it to Krishna.
For devotion service.
What is the meaning of Upavas? Vas means staying.
Getting closer.
Closer. We should stay very close to Krishna on that day. So we should take a break from all our material activities and we should take a break from all our involvement in the different things and we should spend more time with Krishna. We should spend more time in Krishna conscious activities so that we remember Krishna more and more at least once in that day. Right? That is why we observe Ekadashi, we observe Janmashtami and all the different days which we observe. The intention behind fasting should not be, it is in one sense, it is also to take care of the body. Yeah, we should give the rest to our all the senses because the digestive system also is working so many every day. So if we give rest, our body also remains healthy, and with a healthy body, again, we can serve better to Krishna. That is also one of the reason. But if this fasting also, some people are very proud of their fasting. If some person is always fasting, doing Nirjala, every Ekadashi is Nirjala Ekadashi. That is a habit of some people. But if that is a habit and if that they are, they're proud of their habit, I always follow Nirjala Ekadashi. I don't even drink a drop of water on that day. From morning to evening, I don't even look at water. And one more thing we have to add there. From morning to evening, I don't even look at Krishna once. Because I'm very proud of my fasting. So what happens when pride comes? We think we leave the stage of Dasanudas. We try to make ourselves above Krishna because that pride has entered. Right? So even if you're fasting Nirjala every day, every Ekadashi Nirjala, it's okay, good only, very good. But those on that every Ekadashi, you are completely Krishna conscious. You're always thinking only about Krishna. And because of completely Nirjala, that means even not filling a glass of water. So you have complete 24 hours to think about Krishna. And you are not boasting about it. Then that Ekadashi has some meaning. But if you are following such type of fasting, only to show it to other people, only for the sake of the body, detoxification of the body and so-called different things, then that Ekadashi is only on the material level. There is no spiritual element in that fasting. So when we do fasting, that time also every moment we should think about Krishna. And that is how we should control the urges of the tongue and the belly. Tomorrow we'll try to finish off with the first chapter. The genitals part is remaining, that tomorrow's Mataji will take. So we'll stop here. If you have any suggestions, any questions, any discussions, we are open for 5 minutes.
Mataji, it was so interesting today. We didn't even realize the time pass. Suddenly, I looked at it.
Because the interesting topic of food was there, no?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Okay. So if there is no questions, let us stop. It was a simple, straightforward topic. I don't think there will be many questions in this. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha paavanebhyo
Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki
Vaishnavrinda
jai,
ki
Shri
jai,
Prabhupada ki jai, Upasthit Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki jai.
Bhaktavrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Mataji.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji.